Hello, listeners. This is Keith, the voice of Kabal, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Die by the Sword podcast. Before we get into this episode, I want to give a big shout out to the guys over at Midnight Syndicate. You can check out their music over at midnightsyndicate.com. And we'd also like to thank Sword Coast Soundscapes for the wonderful ambient sound you hear throughout our podcast. You can check them out at www.youtube.com/Sword Coast Soundscapes. Also, check out our website at diebytheswordpodcast.com and get connected with the community by following us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Contact us at diebytheswordpodcast@gmail.com. And don't forget to leave a great review wherever you listen to us. And now, let's get into this week's episode.
So, welcome back, you guys. It's been like a month and a half since we recorded.
Hey!
Hello.
Feels like it, huh?
Who are you people?
What are we doing?
He travels around the world and all of a sudden he don't know nobody.
Ooh.
Right?
You see that?
Look at these bougie boys over here.
Uh-huh.
We didn't go across the ocean. We stayed on in North America.
We
It's
did.
true.
We wanted to go across the ocean, but
Yeah, that failed. Unfortunately, better luck next year.
Other countries won't have us?
You are correct, sir.
well, they at least don't want us right now.
Yeah, even some of our states said, best not to come over here.
Mhm.
So we made the best of it, actually. I think that's probably what we're looking at.
Yeah, our European vacation became Canada and Mexico.
Yes.
Did you go to
So-
Quebec? So it was a little European.
No, that would have been fun.
No, but I did see some interesting French type words that I'd never seen before.
Diete.
Diete. And it's like, what? That should be sans sucre. I'm like,
Without
okay,
sugar? So it was diet
Yes.
then.
it was diet, yes. But it was diet with an E with an accent mark on it. And it was like, diete? I'm like, I'm not sure where to go with that.
In Vancouver, Diet Coke was Diete Coke.
That sounds fancy.
Very, very fancy.
But yeah, it was an interesting trip. It is the first time I've heard that much French spoken around me. I wasn't expecting that much French in Vancouver since we were not in Quebec. But
Yes.
there was a lot of French.
Did you make them speak English? Did you tell them where you were?
This is North America.
We speak several languages on North America.
They were actually very surprised to see us there because they didn't realize that the border was open for American travelers to come up there. So
Do they give you like weird looks?
I say, were they like, we're going to have to do something about that?
no, they were all super nice and like, oh, you're
Yes.
American, that's awesome.
We haven't seen you in so long.
So that was cool. First time I've had anyone be excited that I'm from another country. And we did some whale watching while we were in Canada too.
Ooh, what kind of
Yeah.
whales?
Humpback
Humpback.
whales.
Ah.
and we got to see the humpback do something really different.
Gross.
Unusual. I've never seen a humpback swim backwards. This
It
one
was the
did.
size of a
It
bus.
did.
I swear to God.
Well, it was a big humpback. So
That's what he said. But yeah, this one was cool because like normally when I've done whale watching, like the whales get kind of close and you can see them do their whole, they come up for a little bit and then they deep dive. So you see the tail and all that. This one got so close that we had to turn the motor off on the boat and just sit there for like an hour because it just kept swimming back and forth under the boat and popping up on either side.
Oh, that's cool.
yes. The whale actually popped up close enough on one side so that when he did his blowhole spout, we got a whiff of whale breath.
And it is
So-
awful.
Was it fishy?
Very fishy.
Smells like rotten fish. It was bad.
You sure it was his blowhole you're smelling?
I hope so. Although we did see that too.
Yeah.
Size of a bus.
That was cool because we basically just got stranded out there for an hour because they can't turn the engines on as long as the whale is that close because they don't want to hurt it. So we just kind of sat there while the whale was just showing off for us.
That's pretty awesome. So was that was that at the beginning or the end of the tour or?
Kind of in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's like extra tour time.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was from the middle through the end, until he kind of swam away, and we were like, okay, let's take our chance now to get back because we've kind of been way out for way too long.
Mm-hmm.
But he had fun. He was darting back and forth with the boat. At one point, I got to see his nose and his tail fin come up because he was doing a backstroke, away from the boat, and it was like, I've never seen one do that.
Yeah, I didn't know they could swim backwards, but it did.
Do they like people?
This one did.
Yeah, usually they do. The only time that there's usually an incident with whales is when there's been a mistake and we're too close to their mouth. They will grab our
guy.
Yeah,
they'll grab your flippers.
Or
okay.
swallow you whole and then spit you out because you're too big.
Yeah, it's like that's not krill.
So did you guys just see the one or was it?
There were a couple, but that's the one that just hung out with.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a name, Fader.
Fader. Yeah.
Oh, cool. So there was one that they recognized.
Mm-hmm. Because apparently, I didn't know this until that trip. The different colorations on their tail fin are like their fingerprint. Each one has a unique design or coloration on their tail fin, so they can identify which one it is based on that.
That's interesting.
And convenient.
Right?
Did you see any other whales besides humpback whales?
No, just humpbacks. But we also saw sea lions.
Mm-hmm. And an elephant seal.
Ooh, an elephant seal. Was it a male?
We don't know. It was too far away, but it was kind of just sleeping in the water. It had its head just up and sleeping.
Okay. Sure, it was sleeping.
Sleeping with the fishes.
Mm-hmm. That's what they said.
Yes.
And there was a couple of porpoises as well.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm jealous.
That was neat.
So then y'all also went to Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a direct flight or how does that work?
No.
No.
So they did have an option for a direct flight, but it was like $3,000 more to do that. So we flew home back to Dallas, stayed here for 12 hours, and then flew the next day. So just enough time to do laundry and change out the luggage.
Because the temperature is different between the two.
Vastly different.
So you had to grab your Speedos and put them in the suitcase, right?
Yes, one of every color.
Absolutely. And the sparkly ones.
Mm-hmm.
Can't get those wet.
Those are just for show.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Very different vacations. I felt like in Vancouver, we were constantly on the go doing stuff like going to Capilano Suspension Bridge, also awesome. Going up Grouse Mountain, doing the whale watching, going to museums, things like that. So we were constantly on the go there. Mexico, I think it was 4 days in a row of just hanging out in the pool.
Yes. And I really kind of struggled to meet my goals in Mexico. I actually had to go to the freaking gym on my vacation.
Y'all didn't do any excursions?
We did.
We did later in the trip.
Caves? Pyramids? Jungles?
We did snorkeling with sea turtles. We swam in a few cenotes, and that was an underground cave, which was really cool.
That was the wildest thing ever. Whenever I went, and the guy was just like, "Okay, hop in this hole in the ground." It was like literally just a little hole in the ground. You like go in, and then there's a ladder and it opens up. But I was like, "This does not look like where I want to be."
It was kind of cool to be in the cave though, swimming, seeing all the stalactites and stuff in there,
and the bats.
There were bats in there.
Yeah. And that water is cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very. I had to get out of the first one we got into. It was like, oh my god, I'm freaking freezing.
It felt great after being out in the sun. Because also, so John and I, both redheads, they told us no sunscreen allowed.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
While snorkeling, yes.
While snorkeling.
And my head is really, really paying for that right now.
Yeah,
Is
my
it
shoulders
the top
and
or the
arms.
back? Or just
All
the
of
whole
it.
thing?
The whole thing.
He'll be
I've
able to
reached the
peel it off.
stage. I'm at the peeling stage right now. So I shake my head and there's a snowfall.
Mm-hmm. But we did that. The cenotes were cool. And then the next day we went out to Chichen Itza, saw the pyramid and the old city.
Oh, that's cool.
Did another cenote, which apparently was where they sacrificed people to the rain god. So we swam with dead Mayans.
So I've got a question about the timeline. Did you go to Chichen Itza on the solstice? Or not the solstice, the equinox. What is it? It is the solstice.
It's equinox.
Equinox.
Yeah, but no, we didn't. We went on my birthday instead.
We were close,
It's like
though.
a day after.
It was a couple of days after. Yeah.
But yeah, doesn't it line up? Something lines up and is like a dragon body or something on one of those days.
So
Snake body.
Yeah.
Snake body. Well,
Mhm.
snake dragon.
Yeah.
Quetzalcoatl.
I think that's the Aztec one. The Mayan one was Kukulkan,
Kukulkan, yes.
which is the winged serpent. So you see little snake heads everywhere.
But you did not see it.
No, we didn't get a chance to
No.
see that because apparently what happens on the solstice is that the shadow cast on the art or on the steps that go all the way up the pyramid create the form of the snake with the wings.
It would have been cool to see, but we did not. Also, the window at the top, the sun is like perfectly aligned through that, so you see the sun through that.
True.
On the equinox.
But we did get an interesting sound effect from the pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
If you stand in front of the staircase and you make a large noise like a huge clap, the sound travels up into the chamber and then comes back slightly modified.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's kind of a chirp.
Yeah, it sounds like a bird.
Yeah.
Really cool designs, and it's probably the oldest buildings that I've ever been around, because they said the main pyramid that everyone recognizes when they think of Chichen Itza is from 1190, and then that's the new part. That's when they kind of merged with the Toltecs.
Yeah, that's the new part.
That's the new part. The old section, which we started in first, was like from 400 to 600
What are the letters on the end?
BCE. We're going with the
Okay.
new ones. No, that's AD.
Yeah, it would be 80.
But still, I mean, 400 to 600. That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Even the 1190, a long time ago.
Very much.
I was just
yes.
trying to line it up with mammoths, just like the other pyramids,
Ah,
which I think is fascinating. Same time they were building those pyramids, the aliens were building those pyramids over there in Egypt.
mm-hmm.
There were mammoths.
Yep.
I heard
Cool.
somewhere that they're trying to resurrect mammoths.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, we got to replace what we're killing with something, right?
I'm not
But-
sure that's the good thing.
Mammoths, I think we're kind of not doing a lot for their environment though.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
think-
it's
I
kind of
don't think
not
they
their
like
environment
that.
right now.
Yeah.
Don't think they'd like it right now.
just breed them until they're hairless. Problem solved.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I invented elephants.
Yeah.
You admitted elements.
Or just only put them on Antarctica until it starts melting away.
Yeah, so essentially we're breeding woolly mammoths so that we can immediately put them on the endangered species list.
hmm
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
But I'm
Although
not gonna lie, I would try the mammoth burger.
I would.
Oh no!
Feeds a family of 6.
Yeah.
1600.
I think I read that, was it Indonesia, I think, is trying to create an actual Jurassic Park.
Really?
God, please. Yes.
I mean, I know, horrible idea because of, we've seen what happens with Jurassic Park.
We've seen the movie, yes.
But if you hire more than like one IT guy, I think you might do
Right.
a little better.
And one that's not shady as fuck.
Yeah.
I would
That
go.
was my job.
I would totally
I've
go.
seen the movies.
I would totally go.
I know what happens. I'm going.
Mhm. I mean,
I know. I want to see dinosaurs. I would love to see dinosaurs.
absolutely.
But yeah.
I would totally go.
Keith, would you go?
No, but I wouldn't mind having a velociraptor as a pet though.
Oh, so you
Yeah,
like the
man.
Chris Pratt of the whole situation?
Yeah. But I want a tiny one. Like, you know how we breed dogs to be smaller and smaller? I just want a little bitty tiny miniature velociraptor.
Oh, like the compies.
Chihuahua raptor.
Right?
All you gotta do is pluck a chicken. Then you got your velociraptor.
True.
Slower speed, but yeah.
I don't know. Have you seen those things run at you?
Yeah, right.
Oh, I saw something interesting. Somebody did a hypothesis. You've seen Tyrannosaurus Rex with the little bitty tiny arms, and they can't do jack shit with them.
Mhm.
No, the reason they thought that they have tiny arms is because they actually had huge feathers on them, and they actually are not totally. We don't see what they actually came with, what they were actually used for. So, interesting hypothesis. I don't know how we can prove that.
Yep.
Well, I've seen a T-Rex arm bone.
Yeah.
Even if it had giant feathers on it, it would still look weird.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
True.
not to another Tyrannosaurus Rex. That's my baby. He's cute.
Also, would try Buffalo T-Rex arms.
Feeds a family of 6.
Or 4 small arms.
Or one me.
Right. It's the new Buffalo Wing Challenge.
Yeah, right.
You could do all of these hot, buffalo wings or one gigantic T-Rex.
Give me that T-Rex arm.
With Thai spicy sauce.
It'd be like Thanksgiving dinner, just cutting it with a carving knife.
Pretty much.
When you go to the fair, instead of a turkey leg, you get a T-Rex arm.
I mean,
As long as you don't get the T-Rex leg.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
How big is the dipping sauce container?
With your own swimming pool.
have your finest trash can of ranch, please.
Would they be all drums or would they have flats too?
Right? Yeah.
Which you can turn into bows and arrows later.
Right? I don't know how to segue into the fact that we're playing a game.
We can talk
I have
about
a
eating
dinosaur.
Jenny's dinosaur.
You do have
Jimmy's
a
dinosaur. That's why.
So would Pablo be served with ranch or
No, Pablo's a honey mustard.
okay.
I figured he'd be a salsa. Pico de gallo.
That's racist.
I like tomatoes.
I tried so hard not to say it, but I couldn't.
I was thinking it.
I'm sorry.
No, it's hilarious. I love it.
So speaking of dinosaurs and bows and arrows and such, we're here for Pathfinder. So who remembers what happened last episode? That was like a month.
We
and a
finished
half
the
ago?
book.
I got some notes. Yeah.
Gary leveled up.
Yeah.
You
Yes,
did.
this is
You
true.
did. So y'all fought the spawn of Yog Sothoth.
We got a
Seemed-
plug.
You got a plug.
We have a plug, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Who's plug this time?
That would be me, I believe.
Your turn at plug. Great.
So you leveled up and you get a plug. For the price of this level, you get one plug.
Yeah.
So what's new with your level 9? Now that you're finally level 9.
Well, 2 things that are actually pretty cool. One is I get an extra D6 on my sneak attack.
Uh-huh.
So that's
That is
5d6. Yeah. I took something called Dastardly Finish.
That doesn't seem very Xo'bere. Xo'bere doesn't strike me as dastardly, but what does it do?
Well, you can coup de grace a cowering or stunned target.
Do you have an opinion on his pronunciation, Gary?
Coup de grace.
Well, apparently it's supposed to be coup de grace.
Coup de grace.
You think that was a topic we explored a while back? Coup de
I think
grace
so.
versus coup de grace.
I can Tim McGraw cowering or
There you
stun
go.
targets.
And
Does it
my
live like they are dying?
Yeah.
my only knowledge on the pronunciation of that, because I have growing up always said coup de grace, but
Mhm.
Listening to the Glass Cannon, they said apparently went through this whole pronunciation thing that it's supposed to be coup de grace.
I say coup de grace.
I say cut the grass.
It's going to depend on what word comes after it, whether it's coup de grace or coup de grace.
Oh, there we go. Our French guy coming through.
The final pronunciation, it depends on the alliteration that you would get when the next word that comes up has a vowel or a non-vowel, and that's would determine whether you pronounce gra or gras.
So
Uh-oh.
if you say I'm going to perform a coup de grace on or a coup de grace on,
Alors, coup de grace alors.
well, I'm just saying if that's the only like French part you use, the coup de grace.
Yeah, if you're just going to use the word coup de grace, but
Oh,
if another vowel comes up immediately after it, it would change.
the coup de grace.
Coupe de grace. I always like that.
There you go.
I like driving a coupe. It's really fun. Got 2 doors, can go all kinds of places.
Besides your cooter, what else did you get?
Let's see. That is it. Just those 2 things.
And remind me again, when can you do the coup de grace?
You can do it to cowering or stun targets. It is since in a coup de grace or coup de grace is a full round action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
normally anybody can do the coup de grace move when opponent is helpless, but this one is giving you the opportunity to do it to cowering or stunned creatures. Because stunned creatures, even though we would think they're helpless because they drop all of it and they don't take any actions, they're not considered helpless.
which I think we actually had that discussion on the live episode a few episodes back, where we were trying to. I think Phillip wanted to get one of the guys.
Yeah, I think magic people can wiggle their fingers while down. So I don't think they're helpless.
So apparently, per the rules, even though they're stunned, they can still defend themselves, which is weird. I can't take any other actions, but I'm going to defend myself.
Yeah.
You and Diego can work really closely on that because he can stun people, and then you can just coup de grace them.
Yeah, buddy.
Works for me.
Which do you know the rules on coup de grace?
I wrote them down for myself because I knew I'd probably forget. So it is a full round action using a melee weapon. It's an auto hit and critical.
Mm-hmm.
If the defender survives, they make a fortitude save, which is 10 plus the damage dealt. Can't coup de grace creatures immune to critical hits. I can do it to creatures that do have total concealment, but that requires 2 full round actions, one to find them, the other to hit them. So I don't know if that would ever come into play. Yeah, sneak attack damage is not doubled, but it does count.
So creatures can still survive a coup de grace attempt. It will be harder to kill things with a coup de grace with the higher levels because they have higher hit points.
Right, yeah.
But at the same time, you're doing double damage plus sneak attack. So
Yeah, not too shabby.
now, how does it feel to have a party that's all the same level?
Oh, Phil's going to point out that Plug's not level 9. Is that what you're going to say?
You saw my
It's like-
actually finger go up?
I did.
Yep. Plugs level 8.
He's part of the sub party, not the full party.
Gotcha.
Oh.
So him and the dinosaur are kind of in the same boat.
That's a good question. What level is Pablo?
I thought you were going to ask which one we'd eat first.
Plug.
Tasty plug.
Juan Pablo is a level 5.
Ah, cool.
So,
Oh, so do we need to roll my hit points?
yes, we do. And you are a D8.
Yes. Ooh.
I got a 1.
I got a 7.
So I see how my dice are rolling tonight. Got it. And now that you have leveled up and you've killed the Yogg Sototh, do you guys go back to Mayor Heggery to let him know that things are taken care of?
I think we should.
We got to get our gold, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, Plug has the sword, right? I gave it to him to use, so I don't have it, so I don't have to have that awkward conversation with the guy that I promised I give it back to.
Oh, it was not a guy, it was a girl, wasn't it? It was his wife.
It's somebody.
I have never seen your sword. I don't know where it went.
Yeah, no, it's still in the bad guy, and then he turned to dust, I guess. Don't go look behind the asylum though. It's haunted.
Once again, you do notice that the rain has stopped finally over Carrion Hill, but you just have all of these birds still just making all these obnoxious sounds. Because we remember from last time, the crows have flown in to work as sort of a psychopomp to lead the Yogg Sototh spirit to the next life.
That's probably the most metal sentence I've ever heard you say.
Rock on. You make your way back to Mayor Heggery. Okay.
Hello, Hagrid. Should not have done that. Sorry.
Guard dogs are on full alert. Hello, friends. Has the matter been taken care of?
It's been done.
Like
Your asylum is clean.
like done?
We killed the monster.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
There's a little bit of damage to the building, and some of the inmates may have died.
Nah, who cares about them?
Oh, okay. Well,
A few of the guards, too.
also here's Plug.
Blue.
What if he said gross? I hate those guards, and Plug was right there.
Plug get to head popping.
Plug, I'm surprised to see you. I haven't seen you for quite some time.
Well, hello, Governor.
I'm the mayor, not the governor.
Oh,
Well, hello,
can I say?
well, hello, Mayor.
How's that? I'm trying to get this accent down. I really.
The worse it is, the better it is. Keep going.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right.
We had a bit of a problem, but we seem to have taken care of it.
Great. I'm at a loss for words. I thought this town was done for, honestly, with this invisible creature that was destroying whole areas of the city and people being ripped to shreds in the air.
I'm gonna do a perception check for luggage. Was he planning to skip town?
Roll your perception check.
Natural one.
Diego puts a paw on Plug and just checking. You sound different.
Well, I don't feel quite right. I'll be honest. Mayor, they tried to do something to me, something terrible. Went in through my nose and tried to take out my brains. They did the old brain scramblies on me.
So, were you positive or negative for COVID-19? Guards, do we have face masks? Socially distanced, please.
Pathfinder in the world of COVID-19.
What can you tell me about this creature? Were you able to see what it looked like?
He was right horrible, he was.
Does anybody remember what he looked like?
He was invisible. And then we threw the dust on him, and then we could see him, and he was.
Should be a picture in the chat.
I think my accent's bleeding over in Diego.
Diego's going to smack himself with a paw. Shake that off. I don't understand what's going on.
So I was just scrolling through the Roll20 chat to see if there was anything in there, and it froze for a second.
I think I found it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It froze on Keith saying penis.
As it should.
Penis.
It looked like a turtle octopus with gray hair. Is that it?
That's it.
Lots of mouths. Yeah, that thing.
That's the thing.
It was horrible looking. We're glad to be rid of it.
So I've also noticed that you're not, like, dripping with... So you're not, Has it stopped raining?
Yes, it has.
It stopped raining, but those birds are still out there.
Birds.
Like a lot of birds.
Why? Did you...
Like a cacophony of birds.
Oh, big word.
Oh, I get it. A cock-off.
And he
Cacaw?
elbows Genny in the side.
It's a big bird word. That is something. Well, anyway, so it sounds like you have saved the town. Again, do you know why the birds are here?
Would we have knowledge of that whole...
Taking him to
Process.
Valhalla or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you rolled the knowledge check last time to get that information.
Okay. Then I tell him about the passing and the crows are there to take him to the next life.
So Brandon Lee, he comes down right, and he takes him off to wherever the equivalent of Valhalla is for turtle witches.
I've heard of psychopomps before, but usually it's just one creature that escorts the spirit. If there's this many birds, as you say, then this must have been one very powerful and large creature.
Well, I think it had consumed many spirits.
Speaking of consuming a lot of spirits, can we get our gold so we can go to the bar?
Oh. Yes, sorry to keep you waiting on that. Here's the...
Shot.
Here is the other half of the reward that I was planning to offer you, and we also took up a collection as well to add to the reward. So you get another 3,000 gold pieces.
Woo woo! Wow.
And, well,
Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm losing the voice right.
oh, where might I find, the owner of this here sword?
Well, we had the funeral for him already.
Oh, so does that mean I get to keep it?
Yes, I will let you keep this one.
Screw that widow. It's yours.
I mean, she did offer it to the service, so I mean, it was ours anyway first before he took it. So
It was issued. It was work issued.
yes,
Yeah.
It's got property of the mayor written on the handle.
see, that's my name right there, See,
This is actually the key to the city as well.
I mean, it could get you in anywhere.
Yeah.
What are your plans now? I mean, you're welcome to hang around here and enjoy a feast in your honor.
Ooh, we're gonna have an Ewok party?
Yep.
Yes.
Jump.
All right. After our Ewok party, we're still on the tail of the Whispering Way. We still have to stop them. Do you know anything about them? I forgot. It's been so long since we talked.
I don't know much about the Whispering Way. I've heard of them, of course. Are you the ones that are following the cloaked rider?
Jeff? We are,
Ah.
right?
Perfect.
His name is Jeff.
Yeah.
You go, Jeff.
Yeah, because wasn't that what's brought us here? We were chasing somebody,
Yes.
and then
This is true, yes.
They caught us. Yeah, and they caught us, and they were like, "Hey, don't do what you're trying to do. Come help us." And we're all like, "Okay."
Don't mind if I do.
Gold? Okay.
So yes, I believe he met up with someone here, and I believe there was talk of them riding to Thrushmore.
Thrushmore.
Yeah, no, that's where we were going anyway. Okay, so his plans didn't change.
Okay. So as long as you know where you're going. Again, you're more than welcome to stay here. You're honorary members of the town now.
And where might we find a cleric of sufficient power to heal, if someone had a serious condition?
I want to scare him off and tell him.
Well,
I've got the itchies.
you could definitely find some clerics of high level in Caliphas. They do have a temple in Thrushmore, but it is a very unique temple from what I understand. It's not a god that most people would recognize.
Who is it?
I don't know. I have not cared enough to know. I just know it's not one that is recognizable. I'm sure you can find out easily once you get to Thrushmore.
How will we recognize it?
Oh, I think you'll know.
Well, that seems kind of risky. Are we sure that there's one in Caliphas?
Oh, Caliphas is a very large city. You can find just about anything you want in Caliphas.
Hookers and blow. Let's go.
I was gonna say anything.
Hookers, blow,
All right.
Tina.
That escalated.
So yeah, in Mexico, as soon as we left the resort, there were all the street vendors and stuff out there, and people trying to sell you stuff. And during the daytime, it was a little bit more tame. It was always, do you want to go on? I'll take you on a fishing trip. I'll take you. Do you want hookers? Do you want weed? Things like that. Once it got to nighttime, it instantly went to hookers, blow, Tina.
Wait, what's
Yeah.
Tina?
Christina.
Oh.
Yeah, we got the old when we came out of the bar, he's like, "You looking for the beer or the girls? Because I have both for cheaper."
Yeah, the first one, he's like, you want fishing trip? No. Do you want women? No. You want the boys. Also, no.
You said it with a question mark.
It threw me for a loop.
It was like, I'm going with a no?
Probably not the ones you're offering anyway.
So, are we gonna wait all the way to Caliphas?
So how far along
Well-
are you on your
Journey.
journey to werewolfism?
It's funny because I was trying to calculate that, and I don't have an answer, but it's like probably a couple of days at most, I would think.
So I guess the question is, which is closer?
Yeah, because I was going through my notes and I was like, shoot, I don't know if I have every time that we rested and like slept in there.
So it's getting close. So if I go back to the map here,
So Thrushmore is on the Avalon Bay,
mhm,
so we could go snorkeling with the in the whatever the little holes that you were talking about.
Send
No
out this.
snorkeling in the little hole.
it's
But
a whale.
It's a big hole.
where
That smells apparently.
Smell bad.
I don't see Caliphas. Where's Caliphas?
It's all the way at the bottom of the map.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh, so Thrushmore.
It's also on the
Oh.
bay.
Yeah, so Thrushmore is definitely closer. So we should probably head to Thrushmore.
Go down by Hyannisport.
Sounds like it should be in Maine.
Yep.
It's a high.
now Hyannisport.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I guess really the main route to go is through the mountains.
It's not through Redleaf.
So you just have to cut through and across a river.
What's easier, crossing rivers or mountains?
I don't know.
What my swim be looking like?
Can
Well, I
you,
got +7 in swim.
can you ford the river?
No. No, one
Yeah.
of us is a cat and really hates water.
Well, one of us is about to be a werewolf if we don't hurry.
Cats and dogs all night long.
I see a shortcut kinda that goes like around there to there.
You want to go to the foothills of Hyannis?
You know there's monsters there though, right?
Heck yeah, it's like Final Fantasy. They're waiting right there.
Across Lantern Lake.
Mm-hmm. Just go around the northern part of Lantern Lake. Is this a desert right here, or are they foothills?
Actually, that would be easier to track.
I agree.
So we're going to go around through Camp Lantern Lake and fight Jason.
I was, yeah.
And he's just gonna follow us forever and ever. We all just keep tripping for no reason. How can I stand up?
Yeah.
Let's hide behind the chainsaws.
Gonna need a
sexy teen.
gonna need a DC 20 Dex check from all of you.
Why not get in the running wagon?
Plug can't drive.
You guys hang out for the evening in Carrion Hill, having your little Ewok party.
Yeah.
Jump, jump.
And I think Plug's gonna have to tell the mayor that he's resigning his post.
Oh,
What does that sound like?
what does that sound like?
Yeah, I was gonna say. So he's gonna find the mayor, I guess, at the party.
Plug.
Hello. Hey, Governor.
Maya.
Plug's not very.
Sorry, Mayor. I have trouble sometimes. And it's with these troubles, because of these troubles, I've got to resign.
But you're one of the best guards that... it's fine. I can't keep you here. It's fine.
No, I know what you're going to say.
Please tell me, what would I say?
Oh, you'd say, Plug, you're the best. You're not much to look at, but you knew that place the inside and out. You knew the bones of that place, and you know what I did. But things happened to me, Mayor. Things that
Left his brains there.
things that shouldn't happen to any man. I've got to go, Mayor.
Also, he's collecting long-term disability for the brain scramblies.
Yeah.
You know what,
He hands him
Plug?
the paperwork.
You know what, Plug? If that's what you think I would say, then that is what I would say.
Oh, I knew it.
You know, I'm beginning to think Plug isn't the best warrior if the mayor's trying to get rid of him like this. Oh, really?
Come
You're
on.
leaving? Ooh, that sucks.
It's one of those things where, someone scrambled his brains. You can go now.
Yeah.
We don't need you. Here, I found this. I think it's for you and the rest of the heroes. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna give it to you.
Oh, Governor, you shouldn't have.
And he hands Plug this shining, looks like a card.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
It's a card.
And it looks like
Get well.
this.
He looks like Ghost Rider drinking a beer.
The brass dwarf.
Oh, that's our last companion.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it turned into.
Right.
And ivy's growing all over him right now.
So this is a group hero card, so it's one for the whole group to use. You have to agree on when to use it. It is the Brass Dwarf, which is a Shields card, which is Constitution based, which will give the group an additional standard action or move action. So it's kind of like mini haste.
So it's for all of us. Since it's a group card, it works on all of us.
Yes. So, and a tough battle if you want to get a jump on somebody, get an extra move in or an extra action.
Sounds good.
And this one, unlike haste, does count as a standard action. So if you want to cast 2 spells in that one round or something like that, you can with the card.
Got it.
I'm giving you guys this one because of the group tactics you used in fighting Yog-Sothoth. It was a good way to fight and make that a lot easier of a combat than it could have been. So now that you got your hero card, and Xo'bere is leveled up, and you got 3,000 gold pieces from Mayor Heggery, and you've had this huge feast, and you're renowned in the town of Carrion Hill as heroes, and they're erecting a statue in the middle of town for you, and all of this stuff. What's next?
Wait, we get a statue?
Yeah, they're gonna make a statue.
Ooh. I want to come back and see that.
See, guys, I knew we should have chosen a name for our group.
We're here right now. Let's do it. We're the
little carvy guys, like, got the little ready.
I'm waiting.
What do you call yourselves?
Yes.
Hey, fellows, do you have a name for your adventuring group? I would like to put it on the plaque here for the statue that we're dedicating to you.
The Fighting Mongooses.
The Questers.
Something helpish.
So the answer is no. Okay, got it.
All right. What do you think we should be called? We never thought about that.
I don't know. I just met you.
But we destroyed a turtle witch who had octopus arms.
Turtle witch with octopus.
We the Kraken Smackins.
The Kraken wagon.
Hold on, I got something interesting.
Is it name related or?
Let's see. The Crux Crusaders, the Aurora Squad.
Ooh, I do like the Crusader part.
The Aurora Crusaders.
Oh wait, what kind of a beast was the Yog Sothoth?
He was a outer god.
God, Christ punchers.
I'm going to veto that one.
It could be the Silent Defenders, the
Faith Fisters.
the Ethereal Warriors, since we killed a god.
You killed a creature from the Dark Tapestry.
The Dark Tapestry Fighters.
Sounds like you fight tapestries.
I mean, the Carrion Crusaders.
We could.
That's
be
it.
that. The Carrion Crusaders.
It's the name of the town. It's the name of the game.
I like it.
The Carrion Crusaders.
That's it.
The Carrion Crusaders. I like it. See if I have enough room to get all of that in here. It's a lot longer than I was expecting, but we'll go with it. I will make it work.
What she said.
It's like it starts off with like big block letters, and then they get really small.
Really small at the end.
And they start going at an angle.
Yeah.
Down.
The Carrion Crusaders.
It's like we're riding off into the night. Carrion Crusade.
I would love to see the artwork of what this statue would look like.
Bands, draw it up.
Please do.
Yeah, y'all do it. We can't.
I'm dying to see what they imagine Plug to look like.
Right?
You know, this
He
probably
did say he was ugly.
but we have him as that weightlifter dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
The one that looks like the guy from Harry Potter.
Yeah, he looks like a buffer, older Victor Crumb.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking Sloth from the Goonies.
His charisma is 7, so
But he used to be a good-looking guy. It's just he's had his brain scrambled.
Ah.
okay.
So everyone who's had a lobotomy is ugly now. Okay.
Charisma is not just about looks.
Well, if they survived.
True. That's very true.
There are some very good-looking people that have a very low charisma.
One of us raised our hands.
Listeners, guess who it was?
Yeah. Write in and tell us who you think it was.
Oh no!
Okay. So is the plan now to make your way around Lantern Lake and toward Thrushmore?
That seems to be the fastest.
We're going to go around Lantern Lake, cut through the foothills, hit Rosenport, down to Thrushmore.
Okay.
We gotta save Xo'bere.
So are you guys planning to go... So you're planning to go to Thrushmore. All right, which route are you planning to take? Going through the mountains or going around the lake?
We're going around the lake,
Going around the lake?
through the foothills, into Rosenport, down to Thrushmore.
Okay. So you're following a set road, or are you kind of making your own, like, short path?
There does not look like there is a road.
Looks like the...
If there is, it's going to be a smaller road.
Okay. So kind of setting your own path. So you start making your way toward the red leaf area and get kind of beside the mountains. Around here, go ahead and roll a survival check for me.
24.
26 for Kabal.
15 for Diego.
16 for Plug, and a 9 for Xo'bere.
So J'Aubert's not even looking at the trail or anything, but Genny and Kabal are both easily able to tell a safe path for them to take around the mountains and toward the foothills heading toward Lantern Lake. So you start trekking your way through here. It's you're close to the lake, so it's starting to get kind of marshy around here. You kind of start losing the trail a bit. So make another survival check for it.
19.
26.
13.
3 for Xo'bere, and a 24 for Plug.
All right. So this time Diego and Plug are able to save the group with those survival checks and keep finding your way around the lake. As you're making your way toward Thrushmore, though, you do notice it's starting to get darker and darker. That moon is rising. It's not full yet, but it's getting pretty close. You guys want to stop here and make camp for the evening, or you want to push on through the night and head to Thrushmore?
It's probably best if we go ahead and camp here.
Yeah, I think so. Don't have a lot of time, but also don't be exhausted.
Right, I agree.
It is fair.
And it also sounds like this priest may be not exactly what we're expecting. So we're going to need to be on our game.
So you guys take the time to set up camp. Got the campfire going. The tents are laid out. Plug got there roasting marshmallows.
Where the hell do you get marshmallows from?
Wouldn't you like to know?
What else you got, Plug? Jesus.
Well, I got these graham crackers and these chocolates.
I think Plug packed nothing but candy for his rations.
He stole them from the festival at the end. He was just over there with like a bag with graham crackers, marshmallows, and chocolate.
He invents the s'more.
I'd like some more. That's what we say.
So as we're settling into camp, I think Xo'bere's probably pretty visibly nervous, kind of looking at the moon a lot and just visibly not doing, he's not his normal self. And so,
Is he starting to get any characteristics? Is he a little hairier? Is his teeth getting pointy or nails getting too long?
Is Diego feeling a compadre there coming out?
Does he have a better smell or hearing or any of that?
Or does he smell worse?
No, we all smell worse. We're running around a marsh.
He doesn't really start showing any signs or symptoms ahead of time. It's more like when that full moon will hit. That's when it'll all kind of show up for him.
So I think Plug notices, Xo'bere is awfully nervous. So he's going to kind of nudge Kabal and be like,
Oi, what seems to be wrong with the little guy?
He's just preoccupied with some stuff that he's been thinking about.
Doesn't normally seem so jumpy.
Yeah, why don't you go talk to him? Ask him what's going on.
Oh, all right. Oi, what you doing? You seem awfully nervous.
Xo'bere kind of looks around. He's like,
I've got an affliction that I'm a little scared may impact everyone, and knew I'd probably have to tell you sooner or later. And sorry it had to be now. We're so far from home and can't really leave you no options to turn back or not join us. Almost a month ago, I was bit by a werewolf.
and he looks up at the moon. He says,
I clearly don't have much more time. So you got bit by a blasted werewolf? You didn't tell me?
and so Plug's gonna kind of get up and sit over on the other side of the fire. He's like,
I I don't know how I feel about that, but he seems like a nice enough fellow, but this is...
Kabal like is there too, but he's like, "Oh my god, you've been bit by a werewolf!" And he tries to go along with it. That's crazy, bro.
So nobody... So he didn't know. What do you guys know?
Diego says, I've been waiting to see him turn furry here for a while.
I heard, but if it happens to happen, it happens. Have I taken out a teammate that's gone to the other side before? Maybe. I'm prepared for it, but I don't want it to happen.
Xo'bere snaps up and looks like not very sure, but the sound of that. And Xo'bere says,
"Look, if it's gonna happen, I do need you guys to make sure that you bind me and do it well, because as you know, you've seen me. I can slip a bond or two without much thought.
But could you do it as a werewolf? Don't you have a different brain or whatever?
That is a good question. I don't know, and I pray that we don't have to find out. But well, I'm gonna keep my eye on you just in case. Old Plug, he's got his eye out for you. So don't you be trying to turn all doggy style on me."
He gonna get you from behind.
Diego says, I'm with you on that. No dogs.
So how's the rest of the party feeling about Xo'bere's impending changes?
I mean, he's my friend, so I'm just trying to keep a positive attitude that even if he changes or whatever, we can restrain him and he won't kill nobody.
Like she said, she's not going to turn against Xo'bere, but if he turns against us, that's it. I mean, there's not much she can do. She's going to put the party above one person.
Diego will try his best not to allow Xo'bere to do something he wouldn't do normally.
Xo'bere, if you turn, I'm just going to choke you out, okay?
That's fine.
Just put you back to sleep.
Yeah, do that.
So, looking at the, where the moon is now and how long you've got to Thrushmore, essentially, Xo'bere has only got 2 days left.
That does not seem like we could hit Thrushmore in time.
Well, we're by the lake already, so that was one day.
It's called fast travel.
I mean, let's have me turn one night and just see what shakes loose.
Are you sure you want to be a werewolf? Because he gets to control you.
But I can still turn back.
Yeah, you'll still be back, but I mean, if you come at us, I know that Genny is not going to try and reason with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you turn, you'll turn until sunup, basically.
Right.
And then you'll go back to human until the next night, because it's 3 nights of the full moon.
Yeah.
So you'd have 3 nights that you need to be locked up.
Oh, it's 3. Dang, that's a lot.
Yeah, we just have to tie you up at night. During the day, you're fine.
Oh, right, yeah. Ooh, so what if we caught a deer, tied it up, and then y'all just let me go bananas on that?
No. Werewolves like to hunt.
T-Rex doesn't want to be fed. It wants to hunt. So, from what I was reading just now, there are a couple monasteries and stuff sprinkled around kind of near-ish the area you were in. So that is an option. Or there is something else that's nearby that you could stumble upon. Or you can just continue on to Rosenport and see what happens.
I want to find the secret temple in the foothills. Like it's kind of like a hobbit hole.
Like a Legend of Zelda?
I was thinking more like a hobbit hole that's actually a monastery. Or that's like a cathedral. It looks like a hill, but you go in and it's this vast, cavernous church.
Does that exist, Gary?
So it's bigger on the inside.
It is. It's the TARDIS of churches.
Kabal and anyone who has knowledge religion. Give me a knowledge religion.
23 for Kabal.
Okay.
15 for Diego.
21.
So Kabal, with the highest religion score there, you vaguely recognize the area that you're in based on some of the studies, especially with studying Pharasma. You remember that there's word of a hidden monastery in these mountains between Hyannis and Waitspan.
Oh, really? Tucked in between the mountains?
Mm-hmm. You don't know much about it. You know it's an order of silent monks that worship Pharasma. That's all you know about it.
Okay.
You've also heard of other more local religions that aren't as well known, so they're not the deities that everyone in Galarian really knows about. They're more just specific to Ustalov. You know, this area is kind of peppered with these kind of hidden smaller temples as well.
I tell the group about what I know and say that if we want to try, we can try to search out some of these lesser well-known places and see if we can find help for him if he wants to, or he can be a werewolf, whatever he wants.
I think that sounds like a plan. We're far from Thrushmore, and I do not know if we would make it before I turn.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna make it, bud. But this is a last-ditch effort. I remember some of these things from my teaching, so we can try.
I think it'd be worth trying. While I would like to have another furry face to view, I don't necessarily want one that's, well, dangerous.
Practically rabid.
Darn dogs.
So do you think these monks would be welcoming to us? Is Diego, do you know anything about them at all?
Would I have known about other monks?
Also, does he know all the monks? I mean, 'cause he's one.
These are
We go to a special meeting at night.
these are ones that you haven't heard of. They're not the typical like fighting style monks. These are more like your Shaolin.
Those are fighting monks.
Oh, Wu-Tang.
These are more your like.
36
Cappuccino
chamber.
monks.
Starbuck monks.
I had the word in my head. Now you're throwing other words out there, and I can't remember it now. It's not Shaolin because those are the fighting ones.
Cappuccino, latte, cold foam.
Moist.
No one wants a moist monk.
The moist monks of Waitspan.
That should have been our group name.
These are not the same type of monks, and they're not like the fighting style. They're more of the, vow of silence and sit and meditate kind of monk.
So
It would be worth it.
Then I think we should try. I mean,
I don't want Genny to have to kill you.
I mean, that's only if he came for me. I don't know about you guys, but if he comes for me, I'm gonna come for him. I think that's like the third or fourth time I've threatened you, Xo'bere.
Yeah, it is. And Xo'bere is he's kind of cataloging it away.
Nothing personal. I mean, it's all on you, right?
yes, every problem should be solved with killing your companions.
Well, if we have to make that sacrifice.
No, you're right. We should go to counseling. That's what we should do.
Yeah.
But I agree, we should try to look. I mean, the mountains are not far. Thrushmore is at least 2-3 days travel from here.
The only thing to keep in mind with that is that would mean you're going the opposite direction of Thrushmore to get there,
Yes.
and you're adding to your journey when you're chasing somebody.
That's true, but
I think it's worth it.
we really don't want him cursed. I agree. I think it's worth it because there's no going back from this, and we already got our grace period. We're in our grace period. So if we just resigned ourselves to him being a werewolf, we failed Pharasma.
Absolutely.
There's looking for the monks in the mountains or looking for these smaller local religion.
It looks like Waitspan is closer than Rosenport.
I think they're about the same distance.
Oh, that's over mountains. That's going to be harder to find.
That's true.
Harder to travel. I'd say let's try to see if we can find the monks. Maybe I can use Monk Dar.
It's up to you, Xo'bere. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I think the finding the monks thing is going to be the way to go. Because there's no way we make it to Thrushmore. on time. I don't think Jenny's got that bloodlust up.
You can see it in her. You can see it in her eyes. She's ready to
I
kill
know.
something.
So look at her chops over
Mm-hmm. She's thinking of recipes. Got wolf brand chili on my mind.
Oh.
All right, heading toward the mountains.
Yep, I'm leading the group, trying to follow my visions and teachings and see if I can find it.
Okay, so it's going to take about a day's journey to get toward the mountains. It's a little bit harder terrain over here. Give me that survival check.
26.
All right.
19 for Kabal.
8.
Pablo's not doing too good on those mountains, huh?
No.
19th Plug.
All right. So you're walking through the mountainous areas here. Kabal is trying to remember where in his stories that this monastery might be on that second day as the moon is starting to rise. It's Xo'bere's last evening before turning. Diego, with his monkdar, sees something that doesn't quite belong. Not necessarily the mountain. It looks like it would blend in with the mountain. It's very disguised, but you're able to spot it. And about that time,
We all get sleep darted.
Xo'bere, make a fortitude save.
Uh-oh.
Wait, before he does that, can I sense that something's going on and help him?
It's more of a surprise.
Okay, just checking.
Oh, natural 20, so 25.
All right. So you're able to shake off, like your eyes go dark for a second, but you shake it off. And you pull this small dart out of your neck as 4 assassins pop up in front of you. And we'll see you next time.
Okay, so now we have a dying Xo'bere.